Hey, it's Barry at CTech. This is a video I've been looking forward to bringing out for about 3 or 4 months ever since I got my 2023 F350 Tremor. Finally got some decent time to compare the F350 Tremor to the Gen 3, 21, and 22 Ford F-150 Raptors off-road. We spent a lot of time at Silver Lake Sand Dunes going around the whole dune area and doing a little drag racing and comparing suspension capabilities and just kind of going over it. Also got an opportunity to include a Ranger Tremor, which is a pretty capable truck. I'm including some footage at the very end showing the F350 Tremor chasing the Raptor through the dunes, which is kind of neat because you go through some whoop sections as well as some climbing, and you can see how well it keeps up with the Gen 3 Raptor. I hope you enjoy. So this is the off-road drive mode in the new Super Duty Tremor. Pretty neat. It reminds me a lot like the Raptor in off-road or sand mode. You get the different gauges display. You can see, like, I'll lock the rear diff and you'll see this turn red in the rear. That's kind of neat. Just turn the diff off here, so then it opens back up. I think you can change some of the menus also. You can also play with the heads-up display. I just have it set up as just the standard right now. And then obviously you have the front-facing camera, which is pretty nice. You're all clear. Notice as the Raptor goes through this section, you can see how much suspension movement you get, and the Tremor goes right through this without much of an issue. Pretty impressive. Over the hill. Little whoop-dees, not too bad. There's some whoops right here, doing about 20 mile an hour. Kind of just going slow. But I mean, in this environment, it's no better or worse, I think, than the Raptor. Yep, we're going right through it. Some whoops here, going 30 mile an hour. Oh, we got a Gen 2 coming racing up on our side. I think to the right is better. Watch what these other vehicles are doing. Yeah, he was cruising. I'm shockingly surprised how good this is handling the dunes. I cannot get over how good the Tremor does. It's kind of amazing. What I really enjoy about the Tremor versus my Raptor in the dunes, it just has so much power. It can muscle up things with literally like no effort. Even though it has, technically it has 50 more horsepower than the Raptor, but it's got almost triple the amount of torque. And it just effortlessly just goes through stuff. You just don't have to hear it wind up at all. It's very relaxed. So if anybody's wanting to use one of these trucks in any sort of off-road environment, the 6.7 HO diesel, it just does it so effortlessly. So the next 6 minutes is just raw footage of the 23 Tremor F350 chasing around at Silver Lake Sand Dunes, our 21 Ford F-150 Raptor. I've got both trucks aired down to around 12 to 13 PSI in the tires just for traction in the sand. Pretty standard operating procedure if you're at the soft sand of Silver Lake Sand Dunes. I can say the Duratrac tires that come on the Tremor are definitely better than the BFG KO2s in the sand. You can tell you get much better traction. I could notice it, especially when we were drag racing. One of the things that I noticed on the drag strip with the Tremor was the torque management. I had it in off-road mode and I had advanced StabiliTrak press down for 10 seconds to just remove all the traction nannies, and you still do have torque management through the first few gears. It's extremely noticeable when you hit about 5th or 6th gear. It's literally almost like nitrous engages. I noticed when I was drag racing, I would pull out and it would be almost neck and neck with some of the deleted and tuned diesels. And as soon as I hit around 5th or 6th gear, it'd pull away very hard, even on some newer LML, L5P, deleted and tuned diesels. It was pretty impressive. If you're looking for power, the 6.7 high output diesel definitely has a lot of that. I don't think you're ever going to be scratching your head wishing that you had more. I see no point in ever deleting or tuning this just because the power it's incredible right from the factory. The other thing that still continues to surprise me is the suspension. I don't know what Ford did on the new Tremor, and I didn't have a prior gen Tremor F350 to compare, but I've had a lot of Ford Raptors and other trucks that I've taken in the dunes, and I think this is the best factory suspension heavy duty truck I have ever been in the dunes. We were all pretty shocked. Keep in mind what you're watching right here. This truck also has a fifth wheel hitch in the bed and some other stuff, and it even got my airbags installed. So you can imagine if you took some of that out of the bed, the truck would even be better. If you've never had a chance to take your family or friends to Silver Lake Sand Dunes, it's definitely something pretty fun. If you're an off-road enthusiast or just enjoy a pretty beautiful scenery, it's a pretty special place in Michigan. It always kind of blows me away how beautiful this is and all the fun to be had out there. I mean, as you see what's going by on the right there is probably a $300,000 long travel sand rail. On the left is one of the drag strips that you see people line up, which is where I was racing earlier in the day, and it's a lot of fun. It can get kind of hectic on holiday weekends, so you definitely want to be careful when you go. It's also one of the reasons that we enjoy being in a vehicle versus some of the other recreational vehicles on the dunes, just because it's a little bit safer and got a little more structure around you in case, God forbid, you ever did have any sort of impact with someone else out there. Probably one of my favorite things in the dunes is seeing some of the creativity and fabrication skills you see people bringing stuff to the dunes, just like the old truck that just went by right there. Pretty incredible. You don't need any kind of crazy vehicle on the dunes as long as you air the tires down and take it pretty chill. I mean, you could take, honestly, like a Ford Explorer. You could take Grand Cherokees out there. You can take anything that's got some sort of respectable all-wheel drive system and some decent off-road clearance on the front bumper. If you're going to go busting through the whoops, you're going to want something more capable. But in general, you can take about any vehicle out there with a four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive system. We've seen Subarus. We've seen all kinds of wild stuff out there. It is truly an adult playground, and it's a lot of fun. One of the other reasons we wanted to do this trip was we're testing out some airbags with a manufacturer for the new Ford F350 Tremor. There were some changes made. There's going to be some more on this soon. I can't share a whole lot of details on that, but there is a new airbag kit coming out specifically for the 2023 and up Ford Super Duty. And we're definitely running it through the paces off-road to make sure this kit can survive some of the conditions. Here's another great perspective. Look at the side-by-side on the left-hand side, just looking at how composed the Super Duty is versus the side-by-side. This truck is incredibly capable. Honestly, it just continues to impress me with its off-road capability. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm going to let you guys enjoy the rest of the film uninterrupted. You can hear the raw beauty of the little V6 EcoBoost in the F-150. It actually sounds pretty good. and it got a lot of compliments at the dunes. I'm going to be posting some more videos soon comparing my Raptor actually versus a Raptor R and a Ram TRX in the drag strip. I think you'll be pretty shocked by the results. I know I was, and I was pleasantly surprised. It's pretty impressive what Ford was able to do with a twin turbo V6 to be able to get so much power efficiently down to the ground. Lastly, what impresses me about the Super Duty Tremor is just the total value of this truck. This is something you can do some off-roading, nothing too crazy, but as you saw, some light off-roading, plus you can go tow a 20,000 pound trailer. Something that provides that amount of value to me is a great package. I think Ford hit it out of the park with the new Series Super Duty, all around on-road and off-road capability. I hope you enjoy the video. I'm going to have some more videos posting soon. Thanks for watching.